My new favorite person in California. It's a lady named Katie Porter.
I love her.
This lady's lost her mind, but she's so authentic in the craziest way. I don't know what else to say about this one.
Consistent.
You're gonna watch. My worry is when I show you clips of her, you're gonna get off and keep watching clips of her. Okay. I don't want to start off with this one, Rob.
Yeah.
Let's start off with the interview where the lady's asking basic question, and she's like, why are you asking me this question? We asked this question of all the candidates.
Oh.
No, but why are you asking me that question? We asked these questions of everybody. No, but why are you asking me this question? If you go in, Rob, you can start it from a minute in. Actually, go in.
And she almost like puts her hand
Yeah,
right in
go
her
start
face.
it from
Look
right
at
there.
her-
Watch
look at
this.
her
folks.
hands.
Go ahead, Rob. She's running for governor, by the way. Let me just pause this real quick. She's running for governor of California to replace Newsom. So she's going to make you guys say, can we keep Newsom?
Oh, God.
That's how bad she is. Go ahead.
The question is the same thing I asked everybody.
Go back 10
This is
seconds.
being
Yeah.
called.
They both use their hands. All the governors.
Go ahead.
Look at her.
Republican votes before. That's not something every candidate in this race can say. If you're from a deep blue area, if you're from LA or you're from Oakland, you don't have an
But
experience.
you just said you don't need those Trump voters.
Well, you asked me if I needed them to win.
So you don't
I
think
feel
you
like
need
this
them
is
to win.
unnecessarily argumentative. What is your question?
The question is the same thing I asked everybody, that this is being called the empowering voters to stop Trump's power grab. Every other candidate has answered this question. This is not
Correct. And I
argumentative.
said I support it.
So, and the question is, what do you say to the 40% of voters who voted for Trump?
Oh, I'm happy to say that. It's the do you need them to win part that I don't understand. I'm happy to answer the question as you have it written, and I'll answer it.
And we've also asked the other candidates, do you think you need any of those 40% of California voters to win? And you're saying, no, you don't.
No, I'm saying I'm going to try to win every vote I can. And what I'm saying to you is that
Well, to those voters. Okay, so you...
I don't want to keep doing this. I'm going to call it.
Democrat.
Thank you.
Can't argue. Can't debate.
You're not going to...
And the lady interviewing her is a
Nope, not like
Democrat.
this.
I
I'm
know,
not
that's
with
a messed
7
up
follow-ups
thing.
to every single question you ask.
Every other candidate has
Look at
I
answered.
love how she handled it.
I don't care.
I love
wanna
how
have
she
a
handled it.
pleasant,
The girl on the left.
positive
Listen.
conversation in which you ask me about every issue on this list. And if every question you're going to make up a follow-up question, then we're never going to get there.
Ms.
And we're
Porter,
just going to circle around.
I am an investigative
I have never had to do
reporter.
this before, ever.
Look at her. Never
You've
been
never
challenged.
had to have a
end an
conversation
interview.
with...
To end an
I've
interview.
never been challenged like
Okay,
this.
but every other candidate has done this.
What part of
Oh, wow.
I'm me? I'm running for governor because I'm a leader.
Jeez.
So I am going to make...
So you're not going to
You're
answer
a big
questions
leader.
from reporters? Okay, why don't we go through? I will continue to ask follow-up questions because that's my job as a journalist, but I will
I
go through
love
and
how
ask these.
poised
And
she's
if
staying.
you don't want to answer, you don't want to
She's
answer.
a Christian.
So nearly
and calm.
every legislative...
I don't want to have an unhappy experience with
Look at this.
I don't
Look at
want
this.
this all on camera.
Now
I'm
she's
warning
embarrassed.
you.
experience with you either.
Now
I would
she's
love to
embarrassed.
continue to ask these
She
questions
wants
so
to
that
say,
we
let's
can
start
show
from
our
the beginning.
viewers what every candidate
Okay.
feels
By
about
the way,
every one of
pause
these
it
issues
right
that they care.
here. This is nothing compared to the next one. This next one is how she loses it on one of her team members. Watch this. This is what you call greatness, folks.
Okay.
This is made for TV. The world needs to see this. She was a rock star the last 24 hours on X.
100%.
Everybody and their mothers wanted to make sure people knew how sweet she is. Watch this one. Go ahead. Imagine this.
We did a study recently this
Look
fall.
to her-
in
look to her
September,
right, to her
and
left.
what it showed is if we don't electrify our transportation
3,
sector,
2,
that we're going to lose more than
1.
500,000
gonna show
Californians
up.
dying prematurely to air pollution and other problems, and the state could lose. Get out of my fucking shop!
Wow.
I wanted to tell you that that's actually incorrect. It's not that it's electric vehicles. It's that if we don't meet the commitments under the Paris Climate Accord.
Okay, it does. Okay, you also were in my shop before that. Stay out of my shop. Okay, I'm going to start again.
She's
with,
amazing.
Filming in her
electric vehicle
living
saving
room?
us money.
Her kitchen. What do you mean? That's a
Someone's kitchen.
refrigerator.
This is, do you remember when Elizabeth Warren had the beer in her kitchen? They're
amazing.
doing the same thing. They're trying to make her, hey, I'm a middle class screaming wench of a stepmother just like you have.
And just really quick, just to point out, the assistant or whoever that is wearing a mask, takes it off to talk, and then puts it back on. Just how
it an old
ludicrous
video?
these people
Watch
are.
this.
I will
folks.
take
Just
off the
watch how
mask
she
and
goes
project
from
my
sweet.
saliva
She goes from sweet.
atomization.
Look at this. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. This is why I didn't want to do, I need the lights
forehead.
off, the bright lights. I'm so sorry, but I am about to get on. Bernard, I need you to turn these off.
Bright lights. Bright lights.
These that are killing me.
She's in
Hang
somebody
on one
else's
second,
studio.
everybody.
She's in somebody else's studio. Demanding. Look at this.
Yes, yes, we should have.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Okay, everybody. I'm not that dark.
Oh my! Look at her.
Oh, not
bro.
that dark.
I'm googling her husband as this happens. I have to find out who he is.
Just a minute.
She's
buried in
doesn't
the
have a
backyard,
husband,
Vinny.
bro. There's
You can-
no
you
chance
can
she's
pa- you
married.
can- You can pause it right there.
How much you want to bet she's not married?
She's married.
The best
She has a
part is-
daughter.
Oh,
She's
that's
married.
Is she still married?
Oh,
I'm gonna take a guess. here.
he's hot. You think she let him divorce? Are you crazy?
Can you fact check that?
I'm
There's
looking-
no
I'm looking
chance
up.
some dude is staying married to her. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Hold on, Pat. She
I'm getting-
was married to Matt Hoffman from 2003 until they divorced in
Yeah.
2013.
Okay. Bingo.
She's
Because
got
nobody's
3
dealing with that.
kids.
Wow.
But listen, she went to Harvard.
She went to
She
Yale.
went to Yale.
That's the problem.
She has gone after a lot of big business people. Okay. By the way, she is famous for going viral, for going after billionaires. So just so you know that, like this isn't somebody that can't win. She could win.
Oh, she probably
but
will.
Piers Morgan put her in her place here when she was going up and arguing why Riley Gaines this. Rob, you just had the clip up. Riley Gaines this, Riley Gaines that, and then Piers Morgan is like, "What are you talking about? What did Riley Gaines say that you disagree with? What did Riley Gaines say that you have a problem with?" And then she's like, "Riley, this is a victory for Piers Morgan on Bill Maher." Go ahead, Rob.
To have a civil debate. Nobody, including Riley Gaines, who I disagree with strongly, should feel
What do you
physically.
disagree with out of interest?
Watch this.
I think that it should be up to sporting bodies to make the decisions about who and
What
how
has she
should
said
compete.
that's actually wrong?
I think that what she has done is try to turn this. We talked about people, using things to kind of get likes and get clicks.
That's not what she's doing.
It's
I mean,
not?
I've got no truck for Riley Gaines personally, but all I've seen her do is stand up for women's rights to fairness and equality.
Well, she has
She actually competed against Leah Thomas, and it was obviously unfair. Leah Thomas won one of the races in the NCAA championships by 50 seconds against a bunch of biological females who simply couldn't keep up. That cannot be right. It cannot be fair.
That is something that I think our sporting bodies should be dealing with. And by the way,
Sporting body, what the hell
Riley
does that
is
even
speaking up for herself, and that is her prerogative, and I respect her free speech.
I think she's speaking up for pretty much every female athlete in the world.
And people that Bill Maher's audience clapping.
Title IX,
Yeah.
Title IX in the early 70s was something that was it was a major
pause it right
event
there.
in
You can pause it right
feminism.
there.
Took 10 years to get Title IX,
Tom,
ladies and gentlemen.
what are the chances of Katie Porter actually winning and becoming a governor of California?
If she's the Democratic nominee, because of the way that the registered voters are and what they appear to be showing, it's about 85%, 90% right now, because she's probably going to be the Democrat nominee. And then from there, you just look at the voting. And by the way, I think it's close. I think the Republican candidate crosses 40, which would be unusual. But I would see, what if you see like a 57-41-3, because Green Libertarian? You see something like that, suddenly you realize that there's a shift. California, I got so many people I love up there and things that I love up there, and I remember what I love. I grew up up there. There's such history, and I'm just so disgusted by what has happened, and so are all the people that I know and love. But I feel like, is it possible the pain hasn't gotten tough enough for Californians to finally look at the leadership and the brand of leadership? Look past the people. Look at the brand of leadership and look at what you're getting out of it and what's happening. Forget the people. Just say to yourself, are we better off than we were 8 years ago? If not, why? Look at policy. Look at things. Look at the economy. Look at the high-speed rail that you can't see because it's not there. Look at all that. Take people out of it. Don't those voters see enough in that to say, wow, maybe something else should be there? But if she's a Democrat nominee, I'm on record, 56, 41, and 3.
Vinny.
Well, I'm happy that you guys get to see. And again, Californians, like, for the love of God, please start paying attention, because these are the people that are going to run your state and keep it running like a runaway train that's going to go nowhere, okay? And this is another clip I want everybody to see, Pat. It's a 2022, I think she was on, it's MSNBC, right?
Great dimples.
Great, amazing. Like, she's so happy. The fact they're comparing, the interviewers comparing Bidenflation with abortion, and you're not going to believe that. She goes, it's not comparing. She pushes them together, basically saying, because of groceries and everything are bad, we need to have abortions because if you can't afford it, you could kill the baby. I'm not even joking. Play that. This is what she's trying to say.
President Biden has said that inflation is the #1 priority for the Biden White House to try to get under control right now. As you're out there in California talking to constituents during this re-election year for Congress, how does inflation compare to this newly important, in the sense of the Supreme Court decision pending, abortion issue? How do those two issues compare?
Watch this, not compare.
Well, I don't think they compare. I think they actually reinforce each other. So the fact that things like inflation can happen and it can become more expensive to feed your kids and to fuel your car
Have an abortion.
is exactly why people need to be able to be in charge of how many mouths they're going to have to feed. So I think the fact that we're seeing this jump in expenses.
Am I taking crazy pills?
That we're seeing people having to pay more in the grocery
she
store,
said.
pay more at the pump,
Can
pay
you
more
stop
for
it? Guys, you
housing.
understand that? She's saying, guys, listen, and this is during Biden, right? She's like, well, groceries are going to be expensive, so if you're pregnant, that should be a reason for you to kill the baby in your stomach. And this is just, I want to show where leftist brains are at. Trump just won the election at 2024. Listen to what she says about her 12-year-old daughter and why she was crying and who taught her this. Go ahead, Rob. Listen to this.
On election night, I went to pick up my daughter from water polo practice, and she's 12, and she got in the car and she was crying. And I said, did someone punch you? Like, water polo's a rough sport.
Somebody hit you?
I was like, did someone hit you? Did the coach yell at you?
Listen
What
to this.
happened? And she said, Mom, Trump won. Trump's going to win. And what if I get raped and I need to have an abortion? This is from a 12-year-old, my 12-year-old daughter. And so it was really a reminder of how scary this time is
can't
for
even watch
people.
it.
So who
This
is
is
pumping your kid?
manipulation at the
Is that
highest
nuts?
level,
Hang
Who's
on.
teaching your kid that if I get, I want to be able to have an abortion, my body, my choice. That is who this
What are the
person-
odds of fabrication in that story?
No, zero.
90%.
She's telling the truth, meaning.
No. He's saying, what are the chances she's lying
making
and
it
that
up,
never
you're saying?
happened?
We don't know. We can't say.
My speculation is 90%.
I'm right there with you.
Oh, you guys
My
saying like she's
speculation
lying.
is she's using
Oh,
this.
got you.
But you, by the way, you may say
I might-
90% is true,
Yeah.
and it could have happened, but that's because of her.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
either way,
What does she put in
what
her kid's head?
12-year-old kid says, if I get raped and I want to get an abortion, if a 12-year-old kid says that, it's the mom's fault.
100%.
Period. If a 12-year-old kid says that. Adam, your thoughts on this?
All right, so the future governor of California, Katie Porter. So they have the mayor of LA, Karen Bass, and she's potentially going to be the next Governor Karen. So we've all seen those viral videos of Karen just complaining, and it's a Karen, it's a Karen, it's a Karen. This woman is the definition of a Karen. Just complaining, argumentative, just obnoxious, loud, and then playing the victim. That's what it comes down to. This is the modern Democratic Party, which is unfortunately, and I hope they can get out of this mess. You have a situation on Bill Maher, I believe, where a man named Pierce Morgan is defending a woman named Riley Gaines against a female woman, I think, potential governor, who's defending a trans woman. This is the Democratic Party. A man is defending a woman who's basically saying, yeah, she doesn't want to compete against Leah Thomas, men in the swimming pool. And the governor of potential governor of California is like, no, I stand with the trans woman. Like, we're in backwards world over here. They need to get back to doing what the Democratic Party used to be about. It has no clue what it is at this point. Cost of living, inflation, rent, paying your bills, how much health insurance costs. Unfortunately, they're so focused on DEI and woke and trans stuff, they forget about to follow the money.
But let me ask you a question, Adam. Like, let's really try, just really, really quick. There's no hope, meaning they're not changing gears at all. They're doubling down. They are not stopping. And by the way, I'm happy because that makes common sense going to stay in the White House and all the House and the Senate and everything. Adam, what needs to happen for these people to understand you guys have to change the game plan? You're not. Literally nothing is working. Zero. And when I ask people, not you, I'm saying I ask Democrats, what do you guys stand for? How many podcasts have we been on where we say, what do you stand for? What is the vision? Who are your leaders? It's nothing, bro. And what scares me is once they're realizing this and they're like, oh, we have nobody, we have nothing, you know what they resort to? Rioting in the streets. Fighting in the streets, fighting ICE, fighting it, and Antifa, because listen, there's nothing else. You see how angry people get when they have nothing to argue? You saw it, Tom. She lashed out, putting her hands, that body language, because you don't have an argument. And when you don't have an argument, you lead the violence.
Controlling the media. They're used to briefing with the media. The media is their lapdog. The media sets up the interview. And when somebody in the media has the temerity to actually conduct a regular thing, then it's there. I think we should play into the lunacy.
Okay.
Well, they want abortion at 24 weeks. I want 900 weeks. 900 weeks would be 75 years old. And then I could go after Schumer.
Tom's crazy.
Play into the lunacy.
Yeah.
Play into it. Play it out.
Yeah.
Let's play it out. How long? How far do you want abortion?
Yeah.
I want 900 weeks.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I appreciate that. You asked, how can they reverse this? How can they change this?
If you're in charge of the Democrat, if you're the leader, let's say it's Hillary, what do you tell them? Like, guys, we have to check. What do you do?
Until they lose in California, they're not going to change the message.
So the only way that they're going to change is when they hit rock bottom.
This is
Because
it.
just like if it's an alcoholic, just like if somebody needs to go to rehab, it's like, buddy, we need to talk.
But
We're going to check you into rehab.
Aren't they there?
Well, there's a big difference between California and the rest of the country. California can still double down on the nonsense because, as she said in the beginning part of the interview, she's like, I got 60%. This other 40% nonsense, I'm not even worried about. There's 40% Republicans. I got 60.
And refuse to admit it.
She doesn't even have to like compromise. But in a general election or during midterms, or if you're in a swing state, you better wake up or you're going to be just doubling down on nonsense like this. So I wouldn't use California as sort of like a canary in the coal mine of what the Democratic Party is going to be. You got to watch what they're going to do in sort of swing states.
By the way, she is the leading candidate.
She's in that.
I just looked it up. She is the leading candidate.
Governor
She's
Karen.
number one. Okay. She's currently polling strongest in early surveys. Number two is Javier Becerra. He's the former U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services and former Attorney General of California. Brings deep institutional experience and statewide profile. Rob, if you want to pull him up, Javier Becerra.
Who's a Republican? That's going
Antonio Villagrosa.
Oh, okay.
And then Tony Thurmond. And then you have Betty Lee. She was a former California controller. She has announced a campaign.
Okay.
And Stephen Klubeck. He's a businessman, founder of Diamond Resorts. Less of a political veteran, but seen in the mixed.
Is Rick Caruso running or Nicole Shanahan?
He most
either?
likely will be. He
On the other
most
side.
likely will be. Yeah, you've seen this face. He wrote a business book. I think he just mailed his book to me. Yeah,
Really?
Mateo. I just got his book. Can you pull up his book? Yeah, they just sent his book to my office. Yeah, right there. They just sent a book to my office.
Nice.
This guy's a money guy. He's made real money. And so he may be running on the left side. Rob, can you check who's running on the conservative side? Who will be running on the Republican side for California?
I feel like anyone who's running has to run as a Democrat because once they have that R next to their name, it's like, you lost. They don't even need to put the name there.
Yeah.
Like Larry Elder would have done such a more of an amazing job as Gavin Newsom, but because he had an R next to his name, they're like, you're a racist. He's like, I'm black. Like
Chad Bianco, Riverside County Sheriff. We know him. And Steve Hilton. I was talking to Steve, if you remember, at Turning Point USA, front row. The guy came in. We started, good-looking guy. Steve
big
Hilton.
guy?
No. He's
Okay,
not.
gotcha.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see what's going on.
Oh,
California, we will be praying for you, is what we'll do. We'll be praying for you. But remember, never leave the state.
Stay.
Pat,
You're under arrest. You
I have
cannot leave, folks. You have to stay. Adam, go
I'm
ahead.
just going to make a quick confession. I'm not praying for California. I don't care. I live in Florida. I love Florida. I love Miami. I love Fort Lauderdale. This is where I'm at. The Armenian people are coming to take over Boca. California, best of luck. Good luck out there. I'm not praying for you. These guys may,
I'm definitely
not me.
because they need to wake
Yeah.
up.
Well, it is what it is, man.
Maybe the government shutdown with no air traffic control Burbank is a good thing.
Yeah.
They can't escape.
They can't escape. You know whose birthday is on October 14th? The great Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
This morning, you know what I was doing this morning? I was watching a podcast that we did with Charlie. And as I was watching it, I was telling myself, I so miss talking to this guy. And I was like hoping for another conversation with this guy, but he's no longer with us. So this is what we're doing today. We did it last month, and we're going to announce it again when all the sales that happen. Anything you buy, we have new shirts here, okay? That's Charlie Kirk that says live free, freedom, live free. Any of these shirts with Charlie Kirk's face on it, 100%, not profits, it's our cost. The ones that say freedom, live free, that are the Charlie Kirk's shirts, 100% of the proceeds are going to Charlie Kirk's kids for future college, business, whatever they choose to do.
Wow.
And I mean 100% of all the stuff that we're talking about. So if it's $50,000, it's going that way. It's $100,000, going that way. $200,000, it's going that way to their kids. So if you're somebody that loves Charlie and you want to get one of these shirts that says freedom to live free, go to the other one, Rob, if you don't mind going back. The other one that says live free, or the one that says freedom on the right, top right. This one is sick, by the way. Look at that shirt right there.
Oh, his face is in there.
Yeah, this one that says live free. This is a newer one.
That's bad.
Go back, Rob, if you can, and then go to the one on the right, the top right one. Red, Charlie Kirk, freedom. Any of these shirts you pick up, 100% of the proceeds will go to his kids. October 14th, this is one way of us giving a gift to him who is no longer with us here today. Thank you for your support. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.